Now, from your operation, we never really got into real details about your operation.
Yeah, that boy
I mean,
Ralo
case is
again,
over with.
man.
We
See what you
still
gonna
don't
say
have to
this
get
time.
super detailed, but I just want to get an idea. So, were you like the El Chapo of Atlanta? Like, what would you compare yourself to?
I
Man,
don't
I was
recall.
just a hustling nigga that goddamn came from nothing and appreciated what I was given. And I just knew I just grabbed the method and it just worked out for me. I was able to buy a certain amount of coke that paid for my whole re-up, and at the same time I still had another thing that I was making a lot of money off of, and it just kept working. You smell me? And I just, if it ain't broke, you don't fix it.
What when did you realize that, yo, this shit is different? Like, how much money did you ever make? Like, maybe your first 100,000 or $20,000 in a day?
I made $100,000 when I was like 18. You smell me? So like it ain't my first big money that I really noticed was $850,000. You smell
Why
me?
that
And that's
number?
when I knew. I was like, okay, oh bitch, I'm getting money.
But
Okay,
why
me
that
some real.
number though? Why that number?
Because like I was really hustling, and I think when you really like you gotta go re-up and you got to put this shit out, then you got bad packs and shit. So, you know, I just suddenly sat down one day and just went inside the bank and I counted that shit. And and then the bins was getting too small. The I bought the biggest safe deposit box in that bitch, and it got full. I'm like, God damn, this bitch ain't never got full. So I started saying, okay, I'm gonna get some of these smaller bills and turn them into big bills. Then when I knew that the whole box, cause I used to still be scared inside the bank, like, well, one of these motherfuckers coming here, well, one of these motherfuckers coming here. So I used to be like, hurry up and put money in there and hurry up and put this shit inside the safe deposit box. So when I knew that it was all big bills in this bitch, I said, oh, I need another security box. I need to get another one. Oh, it's some big money in this motherfucker. So let me count. And I counted. I had $850,000.
But why take illegal money to the bank though? Why not stash it away, bury it underground or something?
That's why you
Man, that
said
shit
save
be like
deposit box,
this.
bro.
Like I wasn't gonna bury my
But yeah,
goddamn
no,
money. I don't feel
I wouldn't
comfortable
do
with
that if I
burying
was
my
y'all.
goddamn money
I'm
on the
pretty sure
ground.
they
I
up
put
on
that
that
shit
by
in the
now.
safe deposit box, and I knew nigga had to rob the bank to get this out of there. I ain't had no. You fuck around and need help with this shovel and shit, and the bitch be done be like, oh, I know where he put his money at and rob you, steal your shit. Oh no, I'm putting this shit in a safe deposit box. I got a little key, and I come in and out this motherfucker when I get ready during bank hours. So what I did with the 850, I wanted to go buy me some more work. That's what I did.
What was the most money you made in 1 week?
Shit, I don't even remember. Son, that shit just was coming. It started being normal. Like you don't really think I ain't never compete with myself and how much I need to make. I always competed with, okay, I gotta make sure bro I'm straight. What I gotta do to make sure my men got somewhere to stay or some reliable transportation. One of these niggas motor go out. This nigga need a lawyer. This nigga need a bond. This nigga need, okay, the trap just got busted. I gotta go buy some more. I gotta get another house to trap out. So my brain was never into how much money to make. It was always how to make sure we maintain this empire and keep
That's a
building.
smart way of thinking, though.
So you weren't never keeping a track of how much money was being made weekly?
It was never about the money. It was always about making sure
Shit was
people
straight.
were straight. You smell me?
Yeah.
Like niggas was going to jail. Niggas were dying.
You make sure you making it. You know you gonna have it.
Lawyers. Bills need to be paid. Car notes. Bitches were putting sneaker bars in some of the bros' gas tank. I had to buy new motors. Like shit was just going on. Life was just lifing. And that shit just went by so fast. Well, you've been making them money 4-5 years.
Did it become stressful?
Became very stressful. When I got on that jet and them folk came on that bitch and came and got me, I felt like a mountain just uplifted off of me. I felt like yes, like I ain't gotta do this shit no more.
Wow. So it was like a relief.
A massive release.
Mm. Did you ever feel it coming though?
I always knew it was coming. I was trying to, what my stupid ass did, what my slick ass tried to do was convert all this heroin and cocaine to marijuana money. But this marijuana was so bunky, you gotta think about it, 10, 20 bricks of cocaine, that shit be like this. Nigga, this ain't nothing but 25 pounds of weed, you smell me? So, nigga, you gotta have so much weed to make money that I was never like, so the transporting it wasn't like transporting the dog food and the cocaine and shit. You smell me? Cause 10 bricks of boy look like so small, 10 bricks of girl look so small. But 1,000 pounds of weed, that shit looks so bunky, it's so big. You need trucks and shit and planes and shit. I ain't never had to do that shit on the dog food.
Mm.
That was it was kind of a gift and a curse to go over and try to cross over into weed. But that shit was like, I think was a bad idea.
Mm. So you think it was a bad decision to start selling weed? You should have just stuck with the coke and heroin.
I ain't ever get caught. See, I ain't ever get caught.
Yeah. Were there differences in the clientele? Because you know they say cocaine is a.
I'm talking about silent clientele and dog food and the coke. I ain't ever. You know, I was promoting this weed shit on my Instagram. Hey, I got a weed because I'm thinking this shit don't carry time. I ain't think I was doing no motherfucking major crime by saying I got the loads of weed. Like shit, this I was doing every fucking day and I ain't got locked up.
Nah, facts.
So
nah, you
what's the
right
differences between the clientele? I know cocaine is a rich man's drug that they like to say.
I ain't gonna say that because shit, you got people, mamas and shit that's not proud of that don't even show their kids that they try to hide that shit. You got heroin junkies that they're ashamed of the shit. So, you know, a motherfucker pull out a blunt right in your face and smoke it versus a person with a needle. You don't see that shit every day like that no more. You smell me? Like you don't see everybody putting them needles in their arm right in front of their kids and shit. So the clientele and the whole approach with this weed and other narcotics is totally different because people hide that shit. Well, people don't really hide weed.
Yeah. Was it ever with the cocaine? Did you know how to make it yourself?
I knew how to stretch it. I didn't know how to make it. Of course, it came from over my mans and them. They made sure I was straight with the best. I stretched that shit. I got all the good little techniques to stretch it and make it real good and stay potent and make it come back in the bowl and make it come back in, you know, and make it come back in your nose and because you want that shit to come back right. You don't want it to burn their nose. You want it to drain right. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's a lot of different sciences and techniques to, you know, cut. That's where you find your money at. You know what I'm saying? That's how you really get down.
And was most of your clientele for coke were white people?
Dog food, white people. Coke.
Dog food.
Coke. I mean, coke was just a little help with the dog because people like the speedball. They like to put the coke with the dog food and speedball. It get them this.
Explain speedball. So it just heightens the hardness.
Mm-hmm. You know, I ain't never did none of this shit, but you know, that's kind of what they have told me.
So how do you know your quality is good if you never tried it? You have some like testers and shit?
Yeah, you gonna know they gonna keep coming if it's good. If they ain't coming, they ain't good. That's how you know.
So I mean,
sounds safe to me, boy. Whatever don't come back, boy.
Like when people come to the trap, like was it lines around
in your
the
backyard,
trap, or like?
You know me. You know I'm like one of them niggas that was always organized.
And you don't even know it.
So I'm like McDonald's. I put one right here so they can hurry up and buy you and go. I put one up the street. So like wherever my demographic of people coming, I make sure I can accommodate them people in those different areas. So I had houses every damn well. That's how I started buying real estate. I started doing it like that first, cause they kept trying to kick me out everywhere I went. I had to buy them bitches so I ain't had to get kicked out no more. But I had hella traffic now, don't get me wrong.
Was it ever times where a customer needed you to front them? Would you ever front them, or?
I had some shit inside some little capsules, and we just gave them all out every day. Like whenever they needed a fix, here go a capsule that'll fix you. You know what I'm saying?
That's smart, cause that'll make them come back.
I mean, it just get them off in front of the door. You don't want nobody at the door begging and shit. You know, some people got a passion for people asking them for shit, and they like to feel king, and it makes they dick hard and make them happy. I don't even with that. If I got it to give, gone.
You think you're the biggest drug dealer to ever come out of Atlanta?
I wouldn't say that. You know, it's a lot of niggas that made a lot of fucking money. I just I'ma just say I'm probably the most caring and probably the most passionate and probably the most biggest person that gave back from our city. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a lot of niggas made money. It's still niggas in the city making more money than me right now that ain't giving back the way I give back. So I wouldn't say I was the biggest, but I damn sure can say that, you know, I don't know if to say if I'm the realest or whatnot, but I will say that I'm the most caring. I care about my people. I'm still over here in the hood right now. Ain't no nigga with no $15, $20 million over here, but me.
So he said he rich like that. He called Boosie broke. Shit be crazy, boy.
I was gonna be dead. Look, but I'm back in the booth. I lost my dogs, I'll kill a killer. If I get a chance, I'ma shoot. My bro, I crash. Broad day, you know, man, so I'm telling the truth. Ain't no therapist can relate to me, it's why I put my pain in the booth. No, I'm really coming from poverty, borderline, I ain't have no rule. I will hit a list for real, they get fun by trying to learn how to spoof. Fuck around, find who spoofing back, that spoof where I got spoofed. They asked about Robert, did a lot of it. We was the first young niggas with counterfeits. So my bro, I'ma make it, can't lie to shit. Won't never chat much about a lot of shit. Young nigga just trying to get rich. Man, I know I can fuck any bitch. So I seen your bitch, she dropped to her knees. She tryna suck this dick. No nigga tryna get that back, hella ways, nigga so weed on the strip. I ain't even wanna fuck your bitch, I said a couple words in that whole script. I was right there and she waited her turn. Hit both of them.